the Fantasticar. A flying car designed by a man who can stretch his arms to the upper deck, and who thought it'd be smart to bring along a flaming guy, an invisible one, and a woman who turns into solid matter. Basically, a minivan for unstable individuals. But hey, what if we had to choose a different one? A car worthy of replacing that retrofuturistic coffin from the new film. Here are 10 vehicles so absurd they might actually make the Fantasticar look normal. Welcome to Top 10 Cars, the only format bringing you the craziest car rankings ever. If you want to impress your car-loving friends with rankings they've never heard before, this is the place. Hit that subscribe button and become a car expert without even trying. Just watch or listen like a podcast while pretending to work. Ready? Let's go full throttle. In the new Fantastic Four movie, their iconic Fantasticar gets a makeover. No longer a sleek, high-tech spaceship, but a flying car with the aesthetic of a 1960s Cadillac. A chrome monster floating between vintage and madness. So, we asked ourselves, what are the most insane, retro, and downright ridiculous cars that could serve as the next Fantasticar? This ranking is our answer. A journey through microcars with space domes, American concept cars fueled by whiskey, and prototypes so ugly they look like Reed Richards' fever dreams. Spoiler, flight not guaranteed. Smirks, but the style absolutely is. 10th place goes to the Peel Trident, 1965. A fiberglass egg on wheels. A microcosm with just enough room for 2 people and a lawnmower engine. Perfect for the Fantastic Four if they were hamsters. But hold on, it had a transparent dome that opened like a fighter jet cockpit. Definitely impractical for missions with the thing, but perfect to drop Franklin Richards off at school. 9th, the ZIL 2906 Soviet Screw Drive. 1975. An amphibious Soviet beast with 2 gigantic screws instead of wheels. It doesn't drive, it drills into the ground, literally. Ideal for radioactive swamps or lunar missions to talk to Galactus. If Ben Grimm needs to get to Siberia. This is the most spectacular way to do it. Not very stealth, but definitely Mother Russia approved for clobberin' time. 8th place, GM XP 511 commuter car, 1969. An American minivan gem with bubble windows and a joystick instead of a steering wheel. It looked like it was designed by a bored kid in a 1960s math class. But heads up, it predicted carpooling, assisted driving, and a complete lack of taste. The kind of ride Johnny would never use to pick up dates, but Ben would absolutely love. 7th, the Citroën Karin. Basically, a mobile pyramid. 3 seats, central steering wheel, and the appearance of a toaster designed by Kubrick. The Karin doesn't fly, but it turns heads. Perfect for Susan Storm if she ever becomes a car designer. And you can bet Reed Richards would turn that dream into reality. 6th place, the Demaxian car, 1933. A prototype born from Buckminster Fuller's overclocked brain. 3 wheels, torpedo shape, and the interior of a flying hotel lounge. It had aerodynamics, efficiency, and madness in equal parts. Could carry more passengers than a van, but with the balance of a drunk trapeze artist. Perfect to shuttle the whole team around, as long as Reed doesn't jerk the wheel. Quick pit stop. If this ranking's blowing your mind, wait till you see the rest. On Cars Hub, we've already ranked the weirdest hypercars, sleepers, budget beasts. And soon, we'll show you how to actually pick the right ride, or drive like you own the Autobahn. Hit subscribe now. You're not just watching videos, you're unlocking the full garage. Fifth, the Stout Scarab, 1935. The grandmother of all minivans, launched in the 1930s. Modular interiors, swivel seats, and a design straight from an Art Deco spaceship. It's the van Reed probably got instead of the Dymaxion, just to avoid tipping it over. At least this one has 4 wheels, not 3. Huh. Ideal for a super-powered extended family headed for a road trip. Fourth place goes to the Lincoln Futura, 1955, the prototype that became the 1960s Batmobile. 2 transparent bubble canopies, rocket fins, and more chrome than a drag show. A car so ahead of its time in 1955, it looked like it came from 2055. If Batman could drive it, why not Reed Richards? Third, the General Motors Firebird 3, 1958. A jet on wheels, literally. Joystick controls, central fin, and fake turbines. Steering wheel, optional. Common sense, missing. But wait, it had voice commands, auto headlights, and cruise control in 1958. More a suicide machine in brushed metal than a car. Perfect for a team of superheroes with a fetish for excess and crime fighting. Second place, the Cadillac Cyclone 1959, queen of retrofuturistic style, rear fins, anti-collision radar, and front hinged doors that opened like wings. The craziest bit? It had radar cones on the nose, like aerodynamic devil horns. Ha 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 ha. It probably inspired the new Fantasticar from the movie, except this one is meaner. In first place, the Icon, V8 air suspension and an interior fit for a South American dictator's living room. More than a car, it's a statement. It says, I've got money, terrible taste, and I'm not afraid to take off. In short, the perfect car for Johnny Storm to pick up girls at a casino. The new Fantasticar is a tribute to the future imagined in the past. But if it had been designed freely, with a bit more madness, it could have been one of these 10. Or maybe not. Maybe the only true Fantasticar is the one that leaves you speechless the moment it takes off. Or at least has space for the guy who catches fire. And there you have it. 10 cars, 1 ranking, and probably a few arguments in the comments. Tell us which one made you scream, finally, or are you serious? Drop a like, share this with that one friend who thinks he knows everything about cars. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. You clearly have good taste. Catch you next time on Top 10 Cars, where the rankings are fast and the logic is optional. See you in the next video, car expert.